And I'm happy enough with it because like there's enough going on that when you're watching it, it probably it's probably a lot more noticeable. But actually, yeah, it's about time to put a build up online. So um, yeah, let me just see. All right, so this is phase two. So is this an okay rate of explosives? All right, yeah, it's probably wrong. I can probably go higher than five ish. Like maybe even like I could probably even go to like 6.5 or so because like those phases only felt slightly sharp. Like they felt pretty close. So yeah, I think I overreacted. Like I don't have to bring it down this low. I think I could go to like I go to like a 6.5 maybe. So yeah, let's do that. Uh, where was it? 6.5. Or do it? Yeah, no, that's fine. Oh, wait, sorry, there was a question. The idea to create this game. Do you guys remember Warcraft 3 or like StarCraft or like I think StarCraft might have been the first. I forget if Warcraft 2 had it. No, Warcraft 2 probably had custom maps. But like with StarCraft and with Warcraft 3, they had a really detailed custom map editor. As some people may be aware, in fact, the Warcraft 3 custom maps were not only StarCraft and Warcraft 3 custom maps were not only the advent of tower defense games, they were also the advent of MOBA games, like League of Legends or Dota. Dota was literally a custom map in Warcraft before it was another like a game unto itself. Um, so yeah, so this was actually another genre of games that that people made like in custom maps in but like back in the day they like it was like they called them RPGs I guess but I don't know for me like it wasn't really like the RPG elements that excited me. Like I really didn't care about the ones that had very detailed stories. In fact, I sometimes found like the scripting in those like unfun. So like for me it was I don't know, like it was kind of like a hybrid of ideas because I really enjoyed tower defense games and I really enjoyed I kind of like there was something about those RPG games that I really liked, but yeah, so instead I decided that I wanted to make a game like tower defense and kind of like those RPGs, but instead like hero defense kind of. I don't know. And so like that was the original concept for the idea, and it, like a lot has changed in as I've like gone across like the creation of the project, and like I've adapted it, and like I've strayed a bit from like what the original idea had been really, but yeah, that was like where that was like that was at least what started me along this road. um, yeah. Oh wow. Oh wow. Yeah, you know, for all my interest in game development and StarCraft and Warcraft 3, I never actually made custom maps myself. I guess because there was just like such a plethora of other custom maps that other people had made that whenever I went to it, like there were plenty of maps to try. Like I had more fun exploring than actually like working on it myself. But also that was when I was in school, so I had enough like programming during the day. Oh man, yeah. I mean, gosh, for whatever tools they provided in StarCraft, like people came up with some pretty cool stuff. Like the end results were some of that stuff was amazing. Yeah. Um, I mean, League of Legends is what like one of the biggest games right now. Like period. It's like one of the biggest games, just in terms of like playership and probably in terms of like profits as well. I don't know too much about their business, but I mean like yeah, it all just started from like a custom map in another game. So actually, yeah, so, some people ask intermittently about like what they can do to get into game development, and another great way to start making games instead of just going from scratch is to either make custom maps for other games or to mod other games. Sometimes it's easier to use modding tools than to just break into development proper on one's own. So yeah, those are, I mean, heck, the people who came up with Dota are now like some of the richest people in game development. I assume. I don't know. Again, I don't know all about the business side of things, but I imagine they're doing pretty all right for themselves. All right, so I'm gonna try stacking on bombs again. See how that goes. Oh shit! Ooh, oh my gosh! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I try not to use poor language or bad language during the stream. That I apologize. I'm sorry. I'm super sorry. I no. I meant to say shoot. I kind of did almost because I forgot I was stacking on bombs. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. I apologize. Uh, ugh. When left to my own devices, my language gets really bad. Like when I'm not. There have been like times in my life where I just like stopped caring, and my language patterns got really just like nothing you would ever want to hear. So yeah, again, I apologize for that. I try not to. All right, so we definitely stacking is still definitely a much more effective strategy. Or else maybe hero. All right, I'm not 100% that. It might just be that bombs are still too powerful. So it's not necessarily stacking, but I am getting better results stacking here than I did in the previous playthrough where I did not stack. Oops. Part of that might be multiplicity. I might need to think about how to get multiplicity in check. I really like multiplicity, and so like there are already only 5 like multiplicity modifiers in the game, start to finish. Like if you play through the entire game. Well, no, if you play long, you can get more. But like if you go for like a winning sort of approach, then I think they're just they're only those 5, and so I don't want to tune them down too bad, but I want to do something. Oh wait, no, yeah, I know what I was gonna do. Actually, yeah, no, I know exactly what I was gonna do. I just it would take slightly longer to implement than my first idea, so that's why I went with my first idea. Oh, maybe this isn't overpowered actually. We're still only in phase 2. Well, we'll see how the score goes at the end. It feels. Maybe it just feels more simplistic. Maybe it doesn't actually feel easier. Because like now, like all I have to do is like click the same button again and again. Maybe that's why it seems like. Why I'm thinking like it's still overpowered. Because it's just not requiring much from me. This might be overpowered. A lot of the other stuff feels okay. If I can get the power balance in check, then I think that's pretty good. I might actually finish this project tonight. Might like call it definitively wrapped at the end of this stream, which would be cool. I'll still put a current build. Oh man, I said I was gonna put a build up like an hour ago. So yeah, I'm just gonna make a slight tweak to I'm just gonna make a gut check on a few values at the end of this stream, and then wow, bombs come back really fast now that I put so many speed modifiers into them. Bombs forever. Oh, I forgot about bombs forever. Shoot. So yeah, for that reason, bombs are probably going to be OP. Yeah, bombs forever. Once you get, if you put enough multiplicity and speed on bombs, eventually, oh no, I broke speed! I broke speed again! I wonder, yeah, no, I broke speed again. I definitely broke speed again. I broke it the exact same way I broke it last time. So, yep, I keep forgetting that, like, that strength and range go up as you increase them. But speed is so misnamed. It's actually cooldown, and it doesn't go up, it goes down. And so, yep. Alright, there's no point in what I'm doing right now. I'm just being ridiculous and exploiting what is clearly a bug. But I clicked that for so long, the bombs will just continue to detonate. Because when I was clicking, I was just adding and stacking up bomb targets like crazy. Hey, how's it going? Hey, welcome to Housecoat. Alright, hey, Minter Kate, thank you for hosting. Hey, how's it going? And thank you for everyone for tuning in. I was just discovering an awful exploit that I accidentally left in my game. Or introduced to my game, rather. Due to some inaccurate math that I just I just came up with. Alright, so wait, so yeah, what do I want to do here? I don't want to. So this time I don't want to multiply by this value. I want to divide by this value. Hold on. Wait, what do I want to do with this value? Times equals yeah, what do I want to do here? I might need just a different formulation for this. So for the other ones, I take stack scale and raise it to the power of stacks. Sorry, am I not chat? Oh, hey, hey Trent, sorry. How's it going? Yeah, welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, it's the point of the game. Sorry, do you mean sorry, I'm just catching up on chat. Do you mean the point narratively, or like in like gameplay wise? Because the way that you like win at the game presently is it's based on the time bonus. So the game might be slightly too long right now. And I guess to fix that, I'd want to increase the rate of modifiers so that you can progress through the game faster, and then bring down the total number of mobs. I'll worry about that in a bit. Yeah, so there's a fixed number of mobs in the game, and so once you clear those mobs, then you get a time bonus according to the rate of clear. The time bonus is added to your score from the game, and that's kind of like the determining factor. So if there was a leaderboards for the game, like people with the fastest times would be highest on the leaderboards. I'm not going to implement the leaderboards yet, but I would if if when I bring this product to market, I would intend to do so. All right, sorry, still catching up on chat. I used to go, for a little while, I used to go to a gym because I found a gym in the area that had a pool, and I just really like swimming. And whenever I went to the pool, afterwards there was a grocery store right next door, and I had just been working out, or like I'd just been swimming for like hours straight, and so I was so hungry. And so I'd go to the store and I would like load up my cart and just like get so much stuff, like way too much stuff, like disgusting amounts of stuff. But then my apartment is like 2 miles away, so I would be completely exhausted and hungry from from having gone swimming for so many hours, and then I would just have to like carry like so many like occasionally it would be literally more than I could reasonably carry. Like I would have to come up with I came up with a system where I would tie two grocery bags together and then I would hang it over my shoulder because I literally couldn't carry all of them in my hands, and then I would just like trudge like gruelingly for 2 miles to get back to my apartment. I just had no self control when I was in that supermarket after having gone swimming for so long. All right, yeah. So now I'm gonna fix that. I'm going to fix that exploit, but I'm gonna do it with math. And if you've seen the stream before, math and I have a relationship of sorts. All right, what do I want to do here? I want to. So yeah, what's the equivalent statement here? So like if we think of oh, all right. How about oh, yeah. I should probably just flip around how I should probably just flip this value around because I basically what I want to do is like yeah. So I guess I could just change pass speed init. I'm gonna change the definition of pass speed init. First, I'm gonna change the definition of how I use it, and then I might forget to actually go and change the value of it. So it'll be important to do that too. All right, so it's gonna be we can keep this mostly the same, but we're actually going to do times equals 1 minus the rest of that term, and that way this thing that we've set up to scale based on stack will affect the speed bonus in much the same way it affects the other bonuses. All right, so now we've stated that. So whereas previously I think it had been 0.9, now we want it to be 0.1 because we're not defining it by the remaining cooldown. We're defining it by how much cooldown is reduced. So instead of the new power being instead of the new cooldown being 90% of the previous cooldown, we'll say the new cooldown is 10% less than the old cooldown. So mob speed, no, not mob speed. And I have to do this for the hero as well. Pow speed, no, not pow speed init. It was 0.95 initially, so 0.05 now. So instead of reducing it to 95% of the previous cooldown, it will reduce it by 5%. Okay, so yeah, now let's do the same thing with the hero speed calculation, hit cooldown to be specific. Yeah, it's just for this multiplicative one. For the additive ones, it's fine how it was. So 1 minus, and then we'll do the same thing outside. Oh, except ally mod scale is going to be different technically now. Ally mod scale should be... No, that's still correct. Ally mod... Oh no, it is different. Oh, I think I was doing this backwards before. Either that or not. I don't know. Whatever. We'll find out. Ally mod scale. I should double check on that though, just in case. I mean, I'm not using ally mod scale right now, but if I did... Oh no, I was definitely doing it wrong. Oh no, it was always 1. So like, yeah, no, I was literally never using it. Yeah, and that's fine. So yeah, all right. I can cut out ally mod scale because I'm not actually using it in this project. But anyways, so then mob hit cooldown. Again, instead of 95, let's call it 0.05. All right, so that's good. Whoops, wrong keystroke. File, save project. So yeah, I might build this and put it online. If in case you guys want to try it. I mean, I could just keep Well, no, I've been saying I'm going to do this for a while, so in case anyone is annoyed with how long I've been saying that and not actually doing it, I'm just switching over to Facecam so I can upload this to my website. Not that you need to see my face in order in order for me to upload things to my website. Just that I don't know. I prefer to do this without screencasting. I don't know. Maybe that's silly, but whatever. I just like anything involving passwords and stuff. I just get yeah, whatever. Okay, so sorry, that was reminiscent of language, but I recognize that that was not language. It wasn't even reminiscent, let's be honest. Build settings, build. Yes, it'll be both. So I'm gonna put it in the same, or it'll still be srsly.bz slash hero. But some web browsers will like cache it and it won't update the new file. So I'll also put it in P5, so that way in case it's caching the old version, you can go to the you can just go directly to the new version. So all right, P5. And yeah, for this project as well, like I started uploading these builds like back way before the project was like literally playable. But if you'd want to see some of the history of Hero, you can go back through like P1, P2, P3, and then P4. So P3 was Monday, or P3 was Monday's build. No, P3 was Tuesday's build, and then P4 was yesterday's build, and now P5 is going to be this one that we're making here. So, sorry, I'm almost there. Just a few more, etc., etc. Just double checking to see if it works before I upload it. Seems good enough, whatever. It didn't break in the first 2 seconds I was looking at it, so I'm going to assume that the rest of it would have been fine also. Refresh that. New. Alright, so technically it's updated on the website now, but I'm going to put up P5 as well, just in case when you go to the website. You might get the old version. And it might be hard to tell because there's changes between the old version. Oh no, you know how you can tell the new version? Is try and move the dest marker really far away from the hero. And if you can move the dest marker really far away from the hero, that means that you're working with the old version, because in today's version it's restricted to a very tight radius. And hold on, I'll put it on P5 as well, so that way. Done. All right, yeah, it should be on P5 as well. So I'll close this down. Switch back to desktop cam. Oh no, I'm sorry. I was just uploading stuff to the website. I'll probably. I don't know. I kind of want to. I don't know. It kind of feels like we're like a stone's throw away. So I kind of. I'm basically just planning on going. Like I was planning on just going until I get bored, but at this point, like I might just go until. Oh yeah, wait, hold on. Sorry, I'm gonna do this on my main screen. Yeah, I might just go until I'm like done or like happy enough with the project to call it like done. All right, so yeah, now if you go to srsly.bz/hero, cool, yeah, okay, you can tell it's you can tell if you got the build from this link, because I don't know if you can see it on the screen, but like I'm putting my mouse like really far away, and the dest marker is still staying relatively close to the hero. If you go to previous builds, that won't be the case. In previous builds, you can actually put the dest marker really far away. So like this is yesterday's build, and I can put the dest marker really far away. But yeah, if you go to srsly.bz/hero and you get this one, then that's how you can tell you got the correct one. And if you don't get the correct one, you can go to P5, and this is quite certainly today's build. So hopefully one of those will work for you. And yeah, if you're inclined to check it out, feel free to let me know what you think. Like what strategies work well, what strategies don't. I forget. Well, I changed a lot, so I don't know how true the scale is going to be. But I was finding like I was getting scores like in previous versions of the game, or like in before I changed a lot about it, like the scores were ranging from like 35,000 to 45,000, I think. So I'm interested to hear what like strategies people take specifically, and like what results they get from it. So oh yeah, oh yeah, I forgot to put it in the. I just uploaded the build, and like, and now just now I remembered I was actually going to increase stack scale. So, uh, or like decrease stack scale. I think stacking is going to be a little bit broken in your builds. I think it's still going to be overpowered, is my gut. But I don't know. I'm also interested to hear what you guys think about stacking versus a more diverse approach. Um, where did I put stack? Oh, right under power, right? Yeah, so stack scale was like 0.95. I'm gonna try like zero point 0.9. Save that. Cool. That's your prerogative. You don't have to play if you don't want to. I mean, yeah. So basically, basically, what I'm doing now is the same thing that I would be interested to hearing from you guys. Is I'm basically just well, here I'll put it this way: I'm gonna play the game, and I'm gonna change the game according to my own experiences. If you guys would like me to change the game according to your experiences, then the only way to go about that is to have those experiences. But yeah, no, I mean, like, this is just balance work. It's not. I understand that the game is not like, it's not. I recognize that it's not finished. It's still a work in progress. So if you'd rather wait for the finished version, then I would completely understand. Oh yeah, I'm gonna try stacking on dash. Yay! Oh, okay, wait. Yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna upload a new build immediately, but I will at the end of the night. I might upload like a quote unquote finished build at the end of the night, depending on how how good I feel about it and how much longer I stream. So I'll definitely update the build so that either later tonight or tomorrow you guys can try a build with better math in it. But yeah, for like the right now, I'm gonna because like yeah, I mean I know that thing's broken, but then, or I know that thing's like out of whack, but then I also know there are a bunch of other things that are out of whack as well. So I won't upload builds constantly, but yeah, you can expect at least one better one later today. Thank you CP1414. All right, yeah, so we're stacking on dash. So let's. Oh, I guess I never really finished my stack on bombs because I found that exploit. So I guess I should at some point do that as well. I think the new Dest system is probably a lot better. Fun fact about Dest is that like when I say Dest, I mean this little like spinning triangle that lets you target your abilities. And the reason it's called Dest is because it used to be the destination marker. Because you used to have to like move around. Well, like actually it was before there was any specific reason to move around. But I guess I just assumed that moving around would be like an important part of the game, and so I implemented like a whole system. And it's actually, you can still do it in the game. If you click and hold, you can actually drag your hero and he'll move around. Or, I mean, you don't literally drag the hero, but as long as you're clicking and holding, your hero will move towards the dust marker. So there's that. Pro tip. Oh yeah, stack on dash. Oh, we're in phase 2. Oh yeah. I should probably change how I... Yeah, no, I should definitely change how I calculate strength with dash. Dash is a little bit overpowered. It always has been. And it was fine, like, how overpowered it was, until a relatively recent change in the rule set. When I changed the way the game... When I changed the win condition of the game, I changed the win condition to be the very thing that dash is a little overpowered at doing. So yeah, I need to tone that down. for a few reasons. Because actually, the only reason I'd put in this particular aspect of dash. Okay, well, yeah, I guess I don't have to speak in the abstract. When you dash, the mobs get thrown in the air at the end, but they get thrown in the air by a random amount. Like, they don't all get thrown the same height. Now, that's a little redundant to say, because I've since changed the game so that the more purple a mob is, the higher it flies into the air. Because purple represents health, and healthier mobs go flying higher, because they've regained their capacity for flight, those little birds. So the thing about that is that because it was random, some mobs would fly a little bit higher, and some mobs would not fly as high. But that was I only added that in so that there was like a little visual diversity, and they didn't all like fly like exactly up and down together at at the same measure. Now that height, well, I mean, height has been for a while the escape mechanic by which mobs exit the simulation, but now that it's also the I think this is a much better value for stacking. I think this dash is clearly very effective. It's like a board sweeper right now, but it's not like out of control. So that's good. Sorry, I interpreted my thought. Yeah. So now height is everything. Height is king. So that extra variability. Oh yeah. So in order to get an average height that was what I wanted it to be, and still have that variability, some mobs got thrown like up to twice as, like basically some mobs got like a double punch of whoa. Oh, it's just been a while since I got. Oh wow. I thought I took that print out, but I guess I just refactored the game enough that I haven't seen that print in a while. But then there it was. So yeah, stacking on dash, you can get that super old print, which is kind of funny. That's hilarious, actually. I've not seen that in so long. It's that URL triceps. Oh, that URL. What was I saying? So now that there's a natural variability in mob height just based on coloration or health, as reflected by the color pattern, I can get rid of that other variability. It is no longer a necessary aspect of the game. Oops, is that way too soon? Oh, I'm not going to dash with it. Oh, it's going to run out. Oh, I got it! Yay! Alright, here we are. Final countdown. I should pay attention to how long my game lasts, because I feel like I dialed a lot of things back without dialing much forwards, and so I think it takes a lot longer to play out than it used to. And so yeah, actually, I mean, I am cognizant of that, and I think, as I mentioned before, the solution will be, once I get things feeling like, right now I'm focusing on getting things feeling like they're in balance with each other, like getting the powers to be, like, basically like supporting character customization by whoops, I kind of used it too early. Dash recharges really fast though. Yeah, there we go. All right. So once I get the powers in check with each other, I think I'll oh, that's funny. The explosive devices are kind of they kind of got into lockstep because I cleared them all out at once, so they like all came back at like right around the same time. And so like there's just a massive wave with like all the explosive devices in it. Oh, I guess that's like an effect of the backstock system. Wait, that seems weird. Oh, I guess I'm just capping out the so like I mean, it's more noticeable now that I'm stacking it on dash, which tends to clear the board in like one oomph rather than gradually. Oh, cool! More extended range dashes. Anyways, I might want to consider changing how that works, or maybe that's just the experience of people who stack on dash. They get like a really phasey sort of. Well, it's almost like a balancing method, because when you have them all, well, no, I don't know. It might trivialize it. So one thing that I'm pretty sure of at this point, like I've been holding off on doing so, but at this point, like I don't really see our way around it. Is that I think I should make explosive devices detonate faster later in the game. No, all right, here we are. We're at the victory march. So no, yeah, I'm still not sure about that one. So until I can figure that one out for certain, I'll instead like do the things that I am instead more sure about, and that includes go. Yeah, there we go. All right, so oh wow, maybe just for everything I changed, but that's actually a much lower score than I used to get, which would be reflected in the fact that oh wow, all right, hold on. Sorry, it took me a while to read over chat. That is good. That is very good. This is Trisox's take on the box art for the game. So yeah, that'd be a good title for it too. I think it was yesterday we were talking about like what the. Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly why I put that in. I also like at the start of the game, bombs have a very small range too. So like, sometimes you have to like click it a few times. You have to like wiggle the marker around a few times to get it right on top of the target. And yeah, I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't completely in vain. Actually, I should probably change it so that dash is like that too. It used to be that back when movement was important, it used to be the case that when there were no mobs in range. Yeah, no, I should do that. Actually, thank you for pointing that out. Yeah, because I should upgrade dash as well. Right now, if there are no mobs in range, it doesn't happen very often, but if there are no mobs in range, you'll just dash in a random direction, and then nothing will happen. And that used to be important because you used to be able to spin the camera around, and you used to be able to like move around the game map. So dash was another way of like of getting extra traversal. But yeah, now there's no reason to do that. So yeah, let's so what do we do? Yeah, let's so just for dash calculation, I guess we only really need to do this for the oh yeah, we should do, yeah, okay, so we should do it for the initial case when dash is first activated. We should like return false when there are literally no targets. Actually, I'll probably only return false in the case that there are no targets and the dust marker is not down. Because if the dust marker is down, and there are no mobs in range, then you're moving actually towards the dust marker. So dash could still hypothetically be relevant in that case. But in the case that there's no dust marker and no mobs, like it would just dash away from the camera basically, because that away from the camera is like kind of like forwards. It's like kind of equivalent to like forwards. Like back when the camera could swing around, like the camera would stay behind you most of the time. But yeah, all right. So if dust active, etc., etc. Yeah. If dust active else. So if dust not active, then scan range. So right, if targ offset, or if, oh no, yeah, so, right, yeah, this is the case. So, okay, so instead of doing this, we're just going to return false. And then, okay, so now like with bombs, like, if this returns false, then it just won't go on cooldown like before. Hey, Anders27, what's up? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, we're just we're getting close. I don't know if you were here when I said it, but there's a new build on the site. So if you go to srsly.bz/hero, or if that loads the old build, you can go to srsly.bz/hero/p5, and yeah, we're getting there. I made such crazy claims earlier as I might finish the game today, which probably jinxed it, and I'm probably It's probably going to take me like an entire other week to get it right. But no, I think we're doing pretty well. I think we're making good progress. Yeah. So then the other thing, right? So yeah, the other thing that we do with the extended range dash, which apparently still happens. I just had completely forgotten about it. Yeah, extended range dash. So yeah, what's this case? If so, if SR equals -1, if dash charge is greater, so if yeah, so yeah, so if SRE is greater than or equal to 0, we break and we use that target. But what happens if while SRE equals -1 and dash charge and E range? So yeah, so what happens if oh yeah. Oh, okay. I guess we do it already. Yeah, if yeah, alright, so that part was already done. So if you're dashing around, if you have tons of multi-dash and you dash around, like you might scoop up all your targets, and then if there are no targets in range, well, so the first thing it does is if there are no targets in range, it looks in twice the range, because if you have two dash charges left, you don't have to hit a target with your next dash. You could hit a target with you could dash once towards a target and then hit a target with the second of your remaining dashes. So in that case, we just keep looking for targets. But if we went through the complete extended range, that was that notify we saw actually earlier, is when that was happening. If we go through the entire extended range and we never find a target, then we just conclude dash straight up. And that's just cutting to the punch. So it doesn't actually weaken the ability, because the mobs caught in the dash still get hit as hard as if they had just been through the full dash. But it just saves time a little bit, I guess. Yeah, double dash. um, all right, but yeah, while we're here, yeah, conclude dash. That's the other thing that I said I wanted to balance. So let's go to conclude dash. Right, now there's there's this random value that affects how high into the air they get tossed. And I guess like if you sweep a clean board, it wouldn't be bad to have a little bit of variability in there, but we're definitely going to tone down the amount of variability, because right now it's 0.7 plus 0.3 times random value. So, oh, that's interesting. Huh. I guess I balanced it around an average of 8.5. I thought I balanced it around an average of 1, but no, apparently not. So, so the average is 8.5, and we don't want to literally weaken it because we balanced it around this. So let's just say how'd that go? Oh, so it'd be like 0.8 and then 0.1. So yeah, that should be slightly less exploitative. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do 8.25 and then 0.5. Because we don't need much variability. And so, yeah, on average, like in some respects, this won't actually just... The exploit was basically that you could trigger phase 2 too soon. So now you just get a smoother effect. So the reason triggering phase 2 too soon was exploitative is that the game starts moving faster in phase 2, and so it's like a time saver. The faster you could get to phase 2, the faster the entire game would play out. So yeah, all right. So oh yeah, oh wow, bombs. Yeah, bombs are probably still too overpowered. So all right, wow, thank you for checking that out, because yeah, I just played through with stacking on dash, and dash was not a very high score, even with that potential like exploit. All right, so bombs. Oh bombs. Oh, you bombs. So all right, yeah, what do I want to do with bombs? I think I'm gonna change how range is actually calculated on bombs. So the initial range for bombs is going to start higher. Actually, it's going to start at, instead of 4, it's going to start at 6, but the explosion radius is going to come back down again. So wait, I increased that by 50%. So let's decrease this by 33%, I guess. So that would be roughly, like, what, like 16 or so. And it had been 16 before, some people might remember, but yeah, that was back when the initial range was 4. So it's 16 again, but it'll feel more like 25. Oops. I guess it'd be 16.5. I don't know. It's like somewhere in that range. Anyways, so that will just make it so that bombs don't scale up as hardcore. What else should we do with bombs? Yeah, how do we... I mean, I guess keeping the range in check is probably going to be the most powerful way to keep bombs in check. Another thing we can do, actually, though, is to decrease the delay, because bombs sort of benefit from the delay. It's what allows you to go infinite with bombs. Oh. Well, it's what? Oh, do you mind if I ask what strategy you went for? It's because it's yeah. So the one thing I haven't actually addressed yet is the one pretty important thing I haven't actually touched up yet is the way the time bonus is calculated. Right now, the time bonus makes a difference in score at the end of the game, but it actually makes, like, well, so for example, like you said, it makes a crazy difference. Yeah. So for example, you probably didn't do too differently from like getting a score of like 15,000. That was probably actually pretty close to like the other things that we got. But right now the time bonus is just ridiculous. Sorry, I should have mentioned that sooner. I mentioned it a lot yesterday, but I haven't thought of it in a while, so it didn't occur to me. So 4 cooldown. Okay. Oh, interesting. Yeah. I might want to bump up the... Actually, yeah, that was the other thing that I was talking about doing earlier, is that I only want to do so much to decrease the range. Or I only want to do so much to decrease the starting range. And so the other thing I was thinking I could do is just to up the cooldown a little bit. So it starts with a slightly higher cooldown. So it sounds like that might be worth trying. Yeah, because right now it starts with a cooldown of 2 seconds. You can spam it every 2 seconds, and it drops like pretty close to like 1 second, pretty fast. So, like not as fast as it used to, but you can still get it like pretty spammable, like gratuitously spammable. You know what? Actually, now that I think about it, you can very easily get it to a faster cooldown than you could ever possibly need it to be. And at that point, the only point of using it is to like for the exploitative spam strategy. So yeah, let's try a 3-second cooldown for starters. Okay. Oh, cool. Yeah. Well, yeah. So yeah, part of the reason I'm really devoting a lot of time to this balance pass is that I really want to support strategies, because if that's like the playstyle that you want to pursue, like I don't want there to be that. Well, so okay, so one thing I can do is to fix the time bonus, and actually, yeah, I might as well fix the time. Oh no, you know what? The way I was just about to fix the time bonus is actually the opposite of the other thing I was going to do. But whatever, I can just do both, because right now there's like a quote unquote expected time, and all the time bonuses are calculated based on that. So I'm just gonna, yeah, it's grossly inaccurate though. So I'm gonna change the expected time. Yeah, the 0 time bonus is if you've exceeded the expected time. So right now it was at that value. I'm gonna bump it to this one instead. So I just ruined scoring. Now all of the scores will be like ridiculously. They'll be a lot higher. Oh yeah, no, that doesn't really accomplish what I wanted to accomplish. Oh no, I can crank down the scale a little bit at this point. Yeah, I can definitely crank down the scale a little bit. So it was at 2,000. Let's try 1,000. Maybe. Yeah. Yes, the official unofficial soundtrack of this game is Darude Sandstorm. So yeah, as you're playing the game, feel free to cue that up in the background. I don't play music on my stream because I actually don't like it when people play music on their streams because if I'm like if I'm at my if I'm watching a stream, I'm at my computer, and if I'm at my computer, I'm probably listening to my own music. So uh, yeah, but yeah, as Eander points out. Uh, I mean, now is basically the time. I'm kind of like I'm definitely planning on wrapping balance passes by the end of the week. So if you have any feedback on balance, like I'm not gonna like forget the project after this week, but I'm gonna stop working on it actively. So yeah, this is a great time to come up with that feedback because like I mean like I come up with enough things after each pass that I have have been like you know touching up the project, but in terms of like extensive like passes on like all different combinations of like power ups, yeah, that I've done nothing of that ilk yet. I mean, I creep towards it inch by inch, but yeah, any insight you'd like to provide on that, I would gladly accommodate. So like for example, yeah, I'm trying to think now of how. Well, so yeah, so it sounds like so from what people have said so far, I'm hearing that bombs are still too powerful, and and gosh, so multi-dash plus bombs. What can I do there? Um, well, okay, so yeah, part of so I'm guessing part of what happened is that since you guys were playing on the build before I fixed stacking, sorry about that again. Then yeah, that's probably that's gonna be a little that'll certainly be overdone. So the fact that CP1414 did not stack, I'm thinking is probably gonna be part of the explanation for that difference. But uh, so yeah, range is actually really powerful for your hero. The hero is like my favorite target for that because typically you'll notice like the hero will if I run the simulation, the hero will naturally like mill about and he'll like go after mobs and he'll hit them, or you know he'll like knock them into the air. When once the so range doesn't do a ton in the beginning of the game for your hero, but if I put a range modifier on my hero, it actually turns his attack into an area of effect attack. Oh, you know what? I never balanced this up when I changed the mob scale. So it's actually probably well, it's probably part of the reason that yeah, it's probably not actually turning it into an area of effect attack. It's supposed to turn it into an area of effect attack. And I bet if you stacked a bunch of points into it, it probably still would. But I changed the oh my gosh, thank you for bringing that up. I changed the pacing of the I changed the spacing of the heroes on the board, and I never accounted for that. Oh man, yeah. So I'm the villain, as DS Distorted has pointed out so many times. Yeah, no. There's definitely a villain because like the reason the bird's environment is polluted and littered with explosive devices is I guess you could consider that whoever's responsible for that to be the villain of this story, because yeah as you play the game you can see the mobs turn like a bright purple color, and that's like their natural coloration. So the villain is the one who's responsible for like diseasing all of these poor birds and littering explosive devices throughout their natural habitat. That is the villain, and that I guess technically that is me because I made this game, but in terms of the story, that's the villain. DS Distorted, I think because of my facial hair, he calls me the villain of Unity. Amy's not the only one. I'm told on fairly frequent occasion that I look like a pirate or I look like the devil. So yeah, I don't know. Uh, I I could go the evil route and I could make like a necklace of little green beads, little green octagonal beads. uh, or octahedral. Sorry, not octagonal. Uh, yeah. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, the hero range radius, because yeah, wow. Thank you again, CP1414, for bringing that up, because yeah, it's not doing what it's supposed to be doing, and where is it? It's I feel like it should be around here. Although I shuffled these things up, so I forget where I put it. I guess I could just look. Yeah, in the in in like the actual in like the all right. So yeah, I'm probably not going to finish it tonight. Actually, but I am planning on streaming again tomorrow. So yeah, if we don't wrap it up this evening, then tune in tomorrow for the dramatic conclusion. And yeah, so at the end of the night tonight, I'll definitely upload a new build. So hopefully that one will be a little bit more even. It'll be a little easier to really like observe the differences in balance in that build. So yeah, all right. So POW strength or mob strength 0. Uh, 0. Not that one. What? Oh, fine. Mob strength I. What? Oh, mob strength, mob type, derp. Alright, here we go. So yeah, how do we... scan range multi... Hero range rad scale, of course, derp. How could I miss something so obvious? Oops. Hero range... Oh, there it is. So yeah, it used to be... So the unit used to be 1, and then got changed to 1.5. So if this is 7, it should go to 1.05 or 0.105. All right. So whoops, 0.105. All right. Hopefully that would whoops. Hopefully that'll be better now. Yeah, because when you put a thank you again. I've mentioned it a couple times. Thank you again for bringing that to my attention, because yeah, when you put a range multiplier on the hero, it turns his attack into an area attack, so that way every time he attacks, he knocks like multiple targets up into the air. Yeah, here we go. Oh, I might also have just like, so yeah, a while back there was the hero strategy was actually one of the most exploitative strategies. And I nerfed the hero really hardcore, so I might actually just have to. We might still be. So yeah, that was definitely part of it. The thing that I just fixed was definitely part of it, but we might still be under the shadow of the nerfed hero. So I should I should tune up the hero and then try stacking on the heroes to see how good or not that strategy is. Alright, so look for it in stores this holiday season. Alright, so cool. Now Trisox has the cover art for it and the title of the game, and Eanders now has the copy for the back of the box. Alright, cool. Thanks for hanging out, CP1414. See you soon. Um, oh man, I I some I think some of you were here earlier when I talked about it, but some of you were perhaps not. The in sometime in November, I want to do a game jam where we literally do like we instead of me just working on a project for my portfolio, I want to do like a very collaborative thing where basically like people say like basically the chat would be this very similar in that like people would say fun stuff uh, like about just crazy ideas. But the difference would be that we'd actually implement them. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'll publicize that when it's going to happen, so that if anyone's interested in participating, they can come along. Um, I'm getting better at actually posting updates. So if when that's coming up, I'll mention it on Twitter ahead of time. Although some of the other things that I want to do, man, my November is going to be really full as well. Because some of the other things I want to do, well, actually, no, I guess this thing's not November. On the next weekend, the weekend of the 18th and the 19th, I'm going to a game jam in Boston, and yeah, that's actually a good point. Yeah, I should definitely do that. Thank you, Mr. Pepperoni. I'm gonna make a note of that to myself so that I don't forget. That is really smart. Um, no, I'll write a note over here just so I actually remember because I'm gonna delete that notepad when I shut down for the evening. Uh, so, hold on, link in Twitch profile or whatever. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to a game jam the weekend of the 18th and 19th, and I got permission to stream from there. So I don't know if it's an overnight thing, like if people are gonna camp out for this game jam, I'm probably gonna do a 36-hour marathon stream where like by the 12th hour I get super delirious, and by the end of it I'm just like completely lost it, like out of my mind, like bleary eyed and like racing to finish like whatever crazy project. Actually, now that I think about it, I'll check with the organizers of the game jam, because if you guys are allowed to participate in that game jam like remotely, that would be cool. I would totally do that. So I don't know if that's the case. I'll have to check with the organizers, but either way, I'll at least be streaming from there. So yeah, and then there's some other stuff that I've planned, but a lot of it, I think those are the important things. So I'll mention the other stuff when it comes up, and yeah, I'll post all this stuff to Twitter as well, to keep people in the loop if they're so interested. Yeah. So are we good here? Or oh yeah, the hero is still underpowered. So I'm gonna bump up the hero slightly and see what we can do there. So yeah, what do I want to do? How do I want to? I guess for the range in it. I guess we could. No, if anything, I want to do the hero range rad scale. So at 0.105, it didn't have enough of an effect. How about let's just try and find like the sweet spot where it actually becomes an area attack when you add points to it. That'll be kind of important to do. Technically, the other thing that if you add range to your hero's attack, he can actually attack a further distance, so he spends a lot less time running around. Well, he doesn't spend much time running around, but like yeah, I guess like yeah, the primary effect is that it becomes an area effect attack. So let's see if 12 works. Yeah. Oh, cool. All right. Yeah. I used to like. There's a way you can set up Twitch to auto tweet, so that whenever your stream goes online, it just broadcasts that. But I think because I put all of those like search terms in the name of my of my stream. Like the full name is Game Dev Dash Beautiful Curves, work in progress, game development, design, technical systems, programming, scripting, Unity, C Sharp, SEO. What? Uh, because of that, all right, here we go. Yeah, because of that, I think it's too long to tweet now. I think it's too many characters. It can't like fit the whole thing. So instead of auto tweeting, whenever if I have it linked and I try and start my stream up, instead I just get an email like from Twitch saying like didn't work. Oh, so did this work though? All right, so he's still attacking only single targets, but yeah. All right, I guess I just have to add a little pepper to this because oh yeah. Oh, okay, so he can hit multiple targets in a single strike. He just doesn't very often. Oh, and that's also because, like I said, there's a lack of precision at extremely small ranges with the way I have the scanning system set up. So, I mean, one thing I could do would just be to just increase precision there. Oh, well, that's an interesting thing. I could separate. So when I boosted the mob diameter had an effect on precision. Uh, in fact, it had a negative effect on precision because mob diameter was what I had been using for scale of like the game grid, like the invisible grid that controls positioning. It would probably be. I was thinking I could like tweak that to get it into to get it like separate mob diameter so that I could have more granularity without clumping the mobs up again. But I think I'm actually not going to do that because I think it'd be like a lot of like conceptual reworking to do with how I have the game set up presently. So all right, actually, yeah, without stopping and restarting the game constantly. What if the stack scale, or no, was it the hero range rat scale? What if it was like 1.5? Because there's 1 point of range on yeah, I just like it. So with 1 point, he doesn't have to like multi-hit every time, but he should multi-hit a noticeable amount of time. So all right, so what about 1.8? So there's still only one. This is still only 1 point of range. Wow, I would have thought that would have had a noticeable effect. But all right, so how about just 0.2? Is this actually doing anything? All right, so he can multi-hit, but again, it's just really unimpressive. I'm finding, like, I'm just really. All right, hold on. I'm gonna kill the debt timers because those are just screwing things up right now. Not explosive spawn. Debt duration. Yeah, put that up to like, I don't know, an arbitrarily high number. All right. Yeah, and let's get back to tinkering with. So we had it at 0.2, and that didn't look good. So how about like 0.25? So there's 1 point of. I mean, the other thing I can do is just up the base range. But no, that's basically the same thing that I'm doing here. Although if I up the base range, it won't get as out of. I would have thought he'd be multi-hitting by now. Man, okay. So just to be clear, like if I put this up to like 4, yeah, he multi-hits. Then he like clears the whole board. All right, so this is the correct value to be changing. But all right, so like 0.3 then. Now do you multi-hit? All right. Well, now you can definitely multi-hit. He hit 3 targets that one time. All right, so maybe 0.3 is better. The reason I have to be careful about this value is that it gets out of control really fast. Because if you've multiplied your hero and you have tons of allies clumped around, then I'm already in phase 2. Well, I don't know, maybe that's okay. I just worry about this value. So, alright, I'm going to see if I can get it. So, like, 0.25 was not multi-hitting enough? Yeah. Man. Yeah, alright, so instead of doing this, I'm going to actually increase the base value. So, yeah, this was, I forget, what was that at? Like, 12? So, I should increase the base value by at least double. Really? Double? And then, yeah. Alright, so mob's range init, or mob's range at this point. Yeah, if I bump the range up to 4, though, he'll have really far attacks. Like, he can attack mobs that he's really far away from. So I'll have to change that. Oh, wait, no, I know what I'm trying to accomplish. Yeah, keep that at 2. And then I can put this up to 3, I guess. And then he should be... Oh, no, because I haven't added a strength. I haven't added a range thing to it yet. Alright, so with this at 0.3, and the base range at 2 like it started, he doesn't multi-hit. Not for starters. But then if I add 1 point to it, he should start multi-hitting. Alright. Yeah, and he's definitely multi-hitting now. In fact, 0.3 is probably still too high. I can probably do like 0.28 or something. Alright, yeah, he's still multi-hitting with 0.28. Not all the time, but that's okay. Because, well, alright, I might want to go a little bit higher than this. I want to go to like 0.29, I guess. I don't want to go all the way to 0.3. It's a really fine line. But, alright, so how about 0.85? Or 0.285? So another thing, like, there's actually, like, this natural density is not actually as dense as they can get, because once they're all of the mobs in the simulation, they actually pack in a little bit tighter, because at that point they don't just space comfortably, they actually, like, the ones on the outside push inwards, and so they get scrunched a little higher. So, alright, 0.285 seems like an okay number for here. Then the other thing I'm going to do is change the element 4. So instead of 0.6, it'll be 0.3. Alright, sorry, I haven't been... Thank you, Yanders. We did, so Trisocks came up with a front cover, but I will definitely use that as the back cover. Because, like, I mean, the back cover is where you look for the, information on. I should also mention that I'm being facetious, and I actually, because this is a portfolio piece, I actually will be creating all of the media for it myself, but this is definitely the official, unofficial back cover of the title. Yeah. I'll even include the killer sales pitch that you came up with. Witness the dramatic conclusion of, yeah. Oh, well, okay, well, I mean, we can, yeah, we'll adapt it, and it'll be great, I'm certain. Alright, so now, yeah, the whole range attack thing was more meaningful and different, in a different potential implementation. Like, the way the game has gone, range attack doesn't mean the same thing it used to, so, oh yeah, I'm gonna tune up the det duration. So that we can just enjoy a throng of mobs and not have to worry about explosions. Those ones might still detonate because I think they spawned before I changed the value. No, go. Took care of those. All right. So yeah, we're multi-hitting. All right, good. So we put one range thing in, and now we multi-hit. It's not 100% of the time, but like, especially when I think mobs are packed in more, then it'll definitely be more noticeable. And it'll also be more noticeable once they're allies as well, because yeah. So okay, so yeah, so that took like forever. That took Gertrude's a long amount of time. But the long explanation is that increasing range increases the amount of mobs you hit when you strike with your auto attack. Hey Rudy Monster, how's it going? We are making games. We're working on a balance pass for this project that is getting pretty close to the end. I mean, I made the outrageous claim earlier that I might be done today, but that's not actually going to happen. I don't know. It'd be miraculous if like the game magically found itself to a balanced state. But I don't know. I mean, it might get close enough that I'm at least satisfied with it. All right. So for this playthrough, I'm going to stack all the modifiers on stack them all on the hero. See how that goes. Yeah. Let's we just we just tweak the hero a little bit, and my gut says we might need to tweak the hero a little more so, but range is actually the thing that made the hero strategy overpowered before. So it's possible that that we've actually already made the hero overpowered again, and we might need to scale him back again. I don't know. We'll see. No, we might have it under control because we changed. So yeah, we made it so that the hero with range will multi-hit, but and also the allies do the same thing too. So so the hero and the allies now multi-hit, but it won't. Like it used to be the case that if you stacked range modifiers on the hero, like you could hit huge swaths. Like you could hit almost like bomb-sized swaths of mobs with every auto attack, which was a little bit crazy. Because with like auto attack actually happens a lot faster than bombs, just naturally. So yeah, that was I think what lent itself to a lot of the insanity of like some of the previous implementations. So hopefully this is a little bit better. So we're in phase 2, and so far we seem to have things pretty much under control. We're I mean like basically the stacking on hero strategy. It makes more powerful all the things that you don't actually really control about the game, like everything that the hero does autonomously. So so one of my favorite strategies is just for board clear is to stack range and multiplicity on the hero, because then you can put strength and speed on bombs, and I mean not like 100% stacking, but like just like putting a significant number of those modifiers there, because then with strength and speed on bombs you have the or I guess you can put strength anywhere. Sometimes we put a couple strength on dash to exploit that thing that we close the gap on, but actually strength on dash is pretty powerful. Especially if you put any multiplicity on dash too, because I forget if I even ever did it. Like maybe I did. Multiplicity on dash used to work like strength on dash, so it used to be really imbalanced, like really imbalanced. I think I fixed that. I don't recall exactly, but all right. So yeah, I mean the game. It might be a little too simple. I did change the scoring system. So, alright, I'll play stacked on... Oh, no, you know what I should do before I do any of these things is I should change the... Like, I already decided I wanted to make the game faster. So I should work on that. Before I put a bunch of time into balance passes, like balance comparison passes, because if I'm going to be running a bunch of comparison passes, then I might as well have them go faster, because yeah, as I addressed a couple times, like I want the game to be going faster than it is currently. And so the way to accomplish that is that you'll get power-ups faster and you'll have a lower goal. Getting power-ups faster will naturally make the rest of the game go faster because oh, and I need to change when I'll need to figure out the new time at which POW 3 is supposed to spawn, because I do still like for POW 3 to spawn right at the beginning of phase 3, which it usually does. But I mean, that's only just because of the correlation between points and progress. There's actually nothing that makes it happen like that automatically. Oh man, I like what POW 3 does when you're stacked on hero. That's like just really fun. I mean, it just makes it like a very automatic, like clear button, because POW 3 increases strength and range. So since the hero's range is now working correctly, now like with POW 3 on, like that's like kind of that was kind of the broken thing that we were seeing before, is that you would stack on the hero, and then it would basically do that sort of clear cutting thing where it just like wrecked the board in several swipes, and it would just like this sort of like massive just like wrecking of the board, but it would be doing that like constantly instead of occasionally during POW 3. So alright, so that's feeling a lot better for one thing. And then alright, here we're in phase 4. Yeah, this game is way too long. I want it to be a much more concise experience than this. Well, I mean, this length actually might be okay. I think this length would be better if the game were balanced, but at least until I get it balanced, I'm gonna stretch it out a little further instead. So, yeah. So yeah, we know our next action items. I just kind of want to see if this, if like phase 4 is like stable, or if it gets ridiculous, because the way explosive devices spawn, they spawn faster and faster in phase 4. Like each time you go up a phase, they start spawning faster and faster. And technically throughout phases 2 and 3, they start to spawn faster also, like over the course of those phases. But then over the course of phase 4 is when they really go out of control. So the clear-cut strategy seems pretty effective. And when I say clear-cut strategy, I mean stacking on hero. It's funny because like I think dashing is actually antithetical. Oh, we might be in victory rush now. I think yeah, like with the clear cut strategy, dashing and oh wow, I changed those numbers about how a time bonus works, and I was expecting things like to get super weird different numbers, but those are actually very similar numbers. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, sorry, I'm really behind on chat. Oh wow, I'm really behind on chat. Yikes. Oh my gosh, Rudy Monster, we have so much in common. Nice. I actually don't know what a dedicated deviant lamp stack is, so good job. That's yeah, cool. I assume that's really cool. So I do know what Python is, and I know what Ruby roughly is. I'm pretty sure I know what PHP is. Yeah, Python's pretty sweet, huh? I haven't worked with it much, but yep. I guess I missed out on this conversation, but it's also going way over my head. So yeah. Yep. So that sure is, yeah, all those words, right? I hear people use those words on occasion, and I never really asked what they mean. All right, yeah. So, for example, I don't really do network programming or like web development, so I'm guessing that's part of why I don't know as much of the things you guys are talking about. But hey, So yeah. All right. Wait. Hold on. Right. This is the good stuff, right? Eander's Ren Deep Voice. A hero, one world. Nicolas Cage. Witness the hero's journey to defeat Nicolas Cage, featuring Darude Sandstorm. Pre-order now to get the Nicolas Cage, not the Bees DLC. That is really good. I almost made it through to the end. I almost. Oh, that is really good. That was brilliant. I'm gonna say. Oh yeah, sorry, I'm still catching up on chat. So I'm kind of building for mobile. I'm building with mobile in mind. Like I've been porting to Android intermittently. Like I do most of my development on PC, and actually I put the game up on the web. That's like my primary distribution, just for like playtesting and stuff. But yeah, it definitely runs on mobile, and so you might be able to tell from the aspect ratio. Like I kind of have tablets in mind, but it also runs on like it also runs on like phone. I'm like currently I'm testing it on the Note 2, as my Android device, and yeah, I mean I haven't checked it lately, but I did like performance testing on it a while back, and hopefully I stayed relatively in scope. Um, so yeah, that was that question. Uh, oh wow. So if and when I ship this title like as a release project, like right now I'm putting it together for my portfolio, for starters, and then yeah, so I don't plan on adding a leaderboard yet, but if I like ship it as like a finished product, I want to add leaderboards. I want to add a thing at the end game screen where you can like tweet or post to Facebook your strategy and your score, or like yeah, so you can like post your score, and then optionally you can choose to reveal your build. And actually for the endgame screen, I also want a more detailed endgame screen where you can kind of review the your what like how you built, because like in the heat of the moment you're not going to remember exactly how many strength modifier, or you might, I mean, but like yeah, just for convenience sake I'm gonna like kind of give like an overview screen, and that will be optionally, you can post that to social media, and then I want to have like hook into like I guess like on what is it on iOS it's like Game Center or whatever. Like you can have like a friends list on Game Center. So for the leaderboards, I want to hook into friends list so that you can see like just your friend scores on the leaderboards, and then what else? Like oh, audio. The project has no audio right now, so I'd probably want to hook up with a sound designer and get that figured out, and then and what else? There are things like that in order to put it out as a finished product, I would want to do. But actually, before I prepare to put it out as a finished product, I kind of want to just like take a survey of, well, so like currently the other two projects that I've made, I honestly don't know which one of these I'd necessarily want to bring to market first. Like Grav was the first project I made. I don't know, but like between Grav and Bbox, I've been saying to myself it'd probably be Bbox. But so I've never really had Hero at a finished state, and I really haven't gotten much feedback on it yet. So between Hero and Bbox, I actually have no clue which of those two I'd want to bring to market first. So I mean, they have some similar qualities in a way, because kind of like there's like a big customization element in Bbox as well as in Hero, because in both of them you really get to customize your strategy, except whereas in Hero you do it during the game, and in Bbox you do it separately. So yeah, I've shown this screen before, but what is it? Wait, no, not that. Yeah, I think this is my build for Bbox. So yeah, sorry, I'm not gonna play a full game. I come here and I get distracted by it for a minute, and then I play part of a game. Shoot, that wasn't a very good one. If I can get all but one space filled, that's like what I'm aiming for. But if I only have two spaces left, like it's just not worth risking another hit at that point. I mean, ideally, yeah, but with three spaces, yeah. So that's pretty good. I got off to a really rough start though. Having two empty spaces in my first two hands, that was a bit harsh. Oh man, this isn't a good board either. Well, it's not a great board. It could be worse. I guess, yeah. No, having two empty spaces isn't the end of the world. In fact, it's gonna happen fairly often. But you know, every now and again, you get a better draw, and you just get like a, oh man, no, this still works. Yeah, there we go. That was pretty good. Sorry. Oh yeah, hey, did you hear us? Hey, how's it going? Well, thank you for popping in. Yeah, if you, oh yeah, just a heads up, I'm probably gonna stream for a little while longer, but uh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, this is the project I did right before Hero. So yeah, this one's up on my website. If you go to srsly.bz, there's a link probably underneath the thing. And then yeah, that was B-Box. Oh yeah. Yeah, I've just been putting them in alphabet or in chronological order. So when I add Hero, it'll be like Hero, B-Box, Grab. I mean, I guess I could do them side by side, but I don't know. I don't have much going on this website, so I haven't been spending too much time on the layout. Yeah, yeah, it's tough. Like some people say they love Grab, some people say they love B-Box, and I guess. Yeah, I guess I personally, between the two, I prefer B-Box. But then again, I'm more of like a puzzle gamer than like an arcade type gamer. So I don't know. I mean, maybe I'll just maybe I'll just like flip a coin at the end because like I mean maybe I'll bring all of them to market, but like I have to bring one of them to market first. So yeah, I don't know which one I'll start with, and maybe I'll just flip a coin one day and figure, you know, choose whichever one arbitrarily. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, yeah. Dragon Age Origins. I don't know. I don't know if I did this correctly. I played Dragon Age Origins through literally all of the origin stories in the game, and then I just stopped playing. So I kind of tried to start playing the full game, kind of. Except I really didn't spend much time on it, and I just instantly like stopped playing it. I was borrowing it from a friend, so like at a certain point I was like, oh, I should give this game back, and so all I really did was play through the origin stories. But it's called Dragon Age Origins, right? So I figure, yeah, just if the important part is to play through the origins, right? Anyways, I'll stop playing this. All right, so yeah, what we got out of that, right? We should bring the length of the game down. That's the next goal. So in order to bring the length of the game down, really the only thing that really determines pace of the game is how fast you get strong. So we've been changing a lot of like how modifiers and power ups, you know, have an effect on the game. But in order to just like flatly speed everything up, we can just make them spawn faster. So for example, where is it? It's like button, yeah, next button. Next button periods, next button scale. Oh yeah, right, I remember how this works. So yeah, let's just say instead 4 and 1.2. So now, oh yeah, this is, oh wait, actually, alright, sorry, I'm gonna do something different. So it's gonna be 1.2, but I think it's actually gonna go to 6, or stay at 5 and then 1.2, because I don't want them spawning super fast in the beginning of the game. That was one thing that got irksome. If like too fast, you just got tons of modifiers. Like I did not like that, in fact. So Actually, I've been thinking of this other change that I've been wanting to make, and I guess now is as good a time as any to do it. Like, if I'm ever gonna do it, I should do it now. Yeah. All right. So, points or point score. Excuse me. Score plus equals 10. Yeah. So currently you get 10 points for freeing a mob from the simulation, but I'm gonna dial that down to 3. And currently you get 5 points for neutralizing the explosive device, but I'm gonna tone that down to 2. And so that's gonna have a pretty radical effect on the wait, plus equals 3. Score plus equals 3? Wait, what? Why are we increasing score here? Oh yeah, no, that's the thing I just did. I looped all the way around and I'm ridiculous. Alright, anyways. Yeah, alright, oh wait, so yeah, time, okay, good. Alright, yeah, no, that was good. Sorry, I'm silly. Whoops, okay, hold on. Sorry, I'm falling behind on chat again. I do that a lot, I'm sorry. Game Center? I'm not super certain what Game Center is. I'll have to look into that. Oh, that was when I was talking about the iOS stuff. Sorry. Yeah, no. Okay, wait. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm super far behind. I don't know how I did that. I'm usually pretty good at keeping up on chat. Well, I guess whenever I play the game, I get a little distracted. But okay, so oh wow, PSP, man. That was one of those systems that I loved playing it, but I wouldn't play it very often. Like, I would go through sprees where I would, like, play it for a while. Same thing with Vita. I don't have my PSP anymore, but I got a Vita, and I play it for, like, months at a time. Or no, I'll play it for, like, a month, and I have tons of games, but I'll just, like... Well, for one thing, I lost the charger, so that kind of hurts the game. But, yeah, I don't know. Alright, so, yeah, that was a pretty radical change. So now we super have to change like the pace here. So 5 and 1.2. So no, we definitely have to bring it down at least a little bit, maybe to 4. 4 and 1.1 maybe. Oops. Let's see how that works. Let's see how this plays out. So this means that you get your first power up when you have 4 points. Right? There we go. And now, and so now each time that number gets multiplied by 1.1. Oh wait, no, it's just gonna. Okay, no. No, it's an integer, so it's never actually gonna. Wait, hold on. Hold on, wait. I'm gonna see this again. It's an integer, so if I multiply by 1.1. Will it just be increasing by, like, 1 at first? 4 times 1.1 as an integer. Is that 4 or is it 5? It's kind of hard to tell because the explosive device is in the way. So 9, 12. Oh, you get your third one at 12. So, right, because it's, shoot. So, alright, I have to change how I do that. Next button scale. Alright, yeah, no, I have to change how I do that. Next button scale, yeah. So right, instead of just saying next button period times equals, let's say equals next button period times next button scale, but as a float, and then math f dot ceil to int. So this way it'll round up. And that's just to get it kickstarted. And then later in the game it won't have a huge difference. So yeah, so in the early stages, like when it was only 4, multiplying it by 1.1 just returned 4, because it would come out to like 4.4, and then it would just round down automatically, and so it would never leave 4. But here it'll go to 4.4, but then it'll round up to 5, and so on from there. So it'll at least increase by 1 each time. All right. Cool. And I might even be able to put it down to like 3 or so. So far so good, I would say. Power on bombs, I guess. Speed on bombs. Range on bombs, I guess. Range on hero. Dash, yeah, dash. So for starters, I'm not going to multiplicity on dash. For starters, I'm not going to stack on anything. I'm gonna check and see. Oh, I didn't change the number of. I didn't change the victory condition. So let's just see if this feels like a better curve into phase. I guess we can go into phase 3, at least into phase 2. Yeah, these modifiers are spawning a lot faster. Oh, they're just spawning a lot faster. So how do I change the scale of the game? I guess I could just start with higher starting attributes, so as not to, because I don't literally just want to flood the board of modifiers right at the start of the game. So yeah, maybe just start with higher attributes. So alright, so instead of 1, let's go back to like 1.2 at least. Maybe we can go back to 5. It'd be nice if we could get this balance to work better. Oh yeah, and I might as well reduce the mobs to win. So from 800, let's put it back to like 500 or so, or like 600. See how that feels. All right. Wow. I guess. I mean, yeah, the PSP had a nice screen, so why not check out some nice comics and movies on that device. And games, sure, why not games? Alright. So range on hero, yeah, that's good. Bombs. If you don't put down the dust marker, you can kind of use bombs as like another auto attack, because until you have to really target things intentionally, you can just like use it on cooldown. Power on bombs, power on hero, fast forward on bombs, or speed on bombs. Dash, yeah, and I guess it's the same thing with dash too. Oh, I should try that, because I was being very precise about how. Well, no, I guess that's kind of a strategy. The no dust strategy, just like let the auto let the auto targeting system take over everything, which is kind of a strategy, or like a play style, if not a strategy. I might have made it so that the auto targeting is too good and that you actually never really have to target anything in this game. I doubt that'll be the case though. I bet in the later stages it'll be pretty important to use the targeting system. Multiplicity on hero, I guess. Range on hero. Alright, so this feels like an okay pace for the power-ups. It's a little faster than before. And then the other thing we can do is increase the starting attributes. So power on dash, 1 power on dash, fast forward on bombs. Man, I've taken to calling speed fast forward apparently. And I'm still having like guilt over not having used my, oh cool, in phase 2. Alright, cool. Not having used this exercise device I'm standing on very much, so I'm gonna use this exercise device that I'm standing on a little bit. So yeah. Oh wow, we got path 3 already. Oh right, because we get power-ups a lot faster now. Alright, so we'll want to push that back actually. And actually we could probably push back dash at this point too, since we just really increased the rate of gain on these powers. Or I don't know, maybe it's not so bad to get power 3 in phase 2. Like once you get into phase 3, like the game is like, oh, I should probably increase the rate at which mobs spawn since we're increasing the just the general pace of the game. Yeah, because I would have wanted more mob spawn by this one. Alright, so yeah. We had slowed down the rate of mob spawn in order to so yeah, we can probably increase the rate of mob spawn and the rate of explosive device spawn at this point. Although I'm not 100% about explosive devices. I might instead not. Range, yeah, that's fine. Wow, that path 3 lasts a long time if you multiply it. Come on, dash. Come back, dash. Path 3. Bombs, dash. More bombs. Multiplicity on path 3, I guess. So yeah, you definitely don't have to target in this game. I mean, I'd like it to be advantageous to target, because I'm probably, yeah, well no, actually I did a pretty good job of not getting caught in the detonations there. But yeah, so I guess slightly increasing the rate of spawn of explosive devices is going to help in that regard. And then also maybe just dialing back. I don't know what exactly. Dialing back. Well, I guess yeah. We were finding bombs were still pretty powerful, so maybe maybe the rate at which bombs scale upwards. I mean, I guess we did that a little bit, so they might be better in check, but. I also had a lot of fun making power 3 more powerful, so I might have made it too powerful. I'll definitely have to check stacking on power 3 to see how far that goes. Yeah, because right now we're like in power 3 like almost all the time, and oh, so depending on how that goes, I might want to make it so that I think we're in victory march now, or victory rush. We might want to make it to... Oh, yeah. Alright, so... Knockback. I want to change how knockback works. Knock... Back. Less... less lateral movement. So I'm at a standing desk, and I'm in fact standing on a small exercise device. So when you see this, that's because I'm like working those glutes, as I forget who said earlier. Oh, cool. Well, I like that your cat likes the game. I mean, those little things that are all over the screen are supposed to be birds. I don't know. Maybe your cat can tell. Maybe your cat picked up on the narrative. Yeah, that's actually That's why I've mentioned a lot that I'm on an exercise device before I start doing this, because it would look funny otherwise. um, all right, so that's interesting. We got a much lower score because I dialed down the impact of score, and that was actually why I made that change, because that was the other way to make the score the time bonus more impressive, was to dial down the score from huh. Actually, I just had another thought. No, that'd be really obvious. I was just thinking I could oh, I know what I could do to score. Yeah, no, I know what I could do to score. Ooh, that's funny. Yeah, but I could definitely do that. I could certainly do that. Uh, all right. Oh no, yeah, no, I don't mean to do with score. Totally figured it out. All right, so I'm gonna undo what I just did. Score, or was it plus equals? Yeah. Plus equals. So this is gonna go back to 10. Uh, and then yeah, this will go back to 5. Wait, will it? No, that might stay at 2. Uh, Actually, no, I think, yeah, this will go to 5, but then also, I think this is gonna go to 100, and I'm gonna do something else too. I'm gonna go, uh, right, so, uh, score back, plus equals 5 also, and then what do we do here? Score back plus equals 5 here, and then where's the other case? Score, where is it? Oh yeah, no, it's not score plus equals, it's plus plus score. So plus plus score and plus plus score back. And then right, so score. Well, yeah, let's go to where score is declared. Score were declared. If anyone gets that reference, I'll be very impressed. Int score back equals 0. Save that, and then oh yeah, we should do this on start again. We also want to reinitialize it when we restart the game. I mean, it should be reinitialized by the end of the game. There shouldn't be a case. Well, we'll see in a second. But I'm pretty sure that actually should resolve itself. But alright, good. So then, right. So score plus equals. Let's go back to this part, because we don't actually want to say 100. Let's say so let's say in s score deduction equals, equals score back greater than 50. If score back is greater than 50, if score back is greater than 50, if score back is greater than 50, hold on, I can figure this out. um, yeah, thank you for tuning in to our 91. I appreciate your viewership, and yeah. um, so wait, so if scoreback is greater than 50, then we want to use 50 as this value, and then otherwise we'll use scoreback. Oh wait, I can do this. Wait, no, I can. Yeah, no, there's a simpler way to do this. I don't need to use. Okay, so we don't need to use that value. We can just say int score plus equals. If scoreback is greater than 50, then we'll add 50. Otherwise, we'll add 100 minus scoreback. Score underscore back. All right. So the gist here is that really your points are coming from freeing mobs from the simulation, but you can you can basically borrow forward your points by collecting cookies in the early game. So right, so that by jacking this up to upwards of 100, like we're gonna have to. Ooh, I might not be able to go to 100. I might have to go not as high as 100. So actually, yeah, I should make this a thing. It should be what, like score mob saved. Score mob saved. And let's say, I guess, score mob saved divided by 2. I mean, I could make that another value as well. So, alright, so yeah. Yeah, alright, cool. So save that. And I might want to get rid of the phase meter at this point. I might use, like, score might be the new phase meter. Because the other thing this will do is it'll kind of track score to a. I don't know if it'll literally be like a fixed upper limit. But yeah, I'll be interested to see what this does. All right, so yeah, we need to score mob saved needs to be a public value. So let's go to declaration and introduce equals 100, I think. No, 100 is probably gonna be too high. Yeah, alright, no, yeah, 100 is going to be too high, so let's say 25 instead. This will be public float, score mob saved, and then let's also do what? Change the 2. Oh wait, no, okay, so wait, score mob saved. Where did we just put that? Score mob saved, and let's also say public float score mob saved min, and let's say that equals like 5. So yeah, so now instead of saying this, let's say. So if scoreback is greater than score mob saved, greater than score mob saved minus score mob saved min. What? Oh, mob saved, not mobs. score mob saved minus score mob saved min, then plus equals score mob saved. Wait, no, if score back, wait, what? If score back is greater than, oh yeah, right. Otherwise,